G'day mate. Well, I don't remember where I got to with this. I did start recording on Sunday last weekend, but I never ended up trying to put anything together from it. I tried for many hours to get this freaking thing, once I put it back together, in the car. It was a nightmare. I did clean it all up, I greased it, I did pull the motor off, I greased the runners, I greased the rails, I put sorry, I put graphite powder in the Bailey channels. Okay, I do need to disconnect that, it's not going to come out. I was just curious if I could take the motor off while it was still attached. Yeah, no, $50. So anyway, that's the only part that comes apart, essentially. Take this off, disconnect that. Cool. But it's all I can pull apart, so I don't know if I can take the guts out or not. So I'll undo these 3 10mm and we'll see what happens from there. Alrighty, so they're out. There's the mechanism. There's the motor and the winder. I need 2 hands. I really do. I need 2 hands. Pain in the butt. Alright, hang on a minute. Alright. So here, see the mechanism. It's the drive shaft that drives the motor, well, the winder. There's no screws to pull it apart. There's a screw there, but it doesn't do anything. This is the backing plate here. See there? It's not riveted, but it's pinned. You cannot take this apart without destroying it. So I have no idea what to do with that. Look down in there. You can't really see it. There's a gear. Try to turn it into the light. There you go. There's the reduction gear. So anyway, kind of the same thing with this. But I didn't actually try to pull this apart for fear of destroying it. So maybe I'll mess around with it and see what I can work out. We'll see. Let's go. Well, there you go. It does come apart. I didn't have to destroy anything. Cool. That is freaking heavy. There's the magnets. Let's get that in the light. Cool. Alright. Well, I'll give that a clean out. There's your motor. Man, for something that was built in 1987, the winds and stuff actually look pretty reasonable. You can see here the motor looks like it's got a bit warm in the middle. Couple little rusty patches there. Maybe that's why it jammed up. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to give this a little bit of a clean up. So it just slides out. This little mechanism here, where the power connects in, just slots in right there. I did an attempt to take this apart last week. There you go. Bosch. There's your part numbers. That you cannot take apart without destroying. That is very clear. But if I can clean that up, re-grease it, put some more grease in here and down in there again, you never know. She might just come good. The fun is going to be trying to get the damn thing back in the car. I'll give you a look at what I ended up doing, which still didn't work. I taped the window up in position. I had the sliders on there, and when I did that, I don't remember where I finished off in that last video. I could get one bolt in out of the two that I managed to tap, the two holes that weren't completely flogged out. I could not get it to line up no matter what I did. So I taped that window up, and then the damn thing come out of the rails. I lost it and put everything down. I haven't even cleaned up the freaking mess on the floor. I just walked away because not in the habit of breaking my car, and I was close to throwing things and having a tantrum like a 2-year-old. So yeah, it was time to stop. I tinkered around with it a little bit on Sunday. I know I took some video, I just don't remember what I actually recorded. Anyway, it's now Saturday afternoon and it's nearly 6 PM. I've been doing yard work all day, so just thought I'd tinker around with it for a little bit. Now that I know it comes apart, the motor anyway, I'll have a play around, clean it up, see where we go from there. Ta-da, mate. Alright, I can't film and work at the same time because I need two hands, but you can see here, just using a bit of emery paper, or wet and dry, that's 800 grit, and just very lightly started sanding it up. You can see the difference from where I haven't done anything to where I have. So there you go. I'm not sure if there's any point in messing around with this, where the magnets are, but I might see if I can clean it up. I did give it a real quick rub. Doesn't seem to have changed much, but anyway, I'll get this cleaned up and then see what happens from there. Alright, well, oh yeah, cheers. Saturday afternoon. Alright, so this is now all cleaned up. There's not really much I can do about there where the magnets are, but that's well and truly cleaned up. The brushes, g'day, brush it off. They're looking really good, Nick. I did give them a quick clean up. I don't know if this is the right or wrong thing to do, but on the bottom of the shaft there, I'll just put some of this grease on there, and it sits down in a little brass bushing down in the bottom. My brain tells me that is not a bad thing to do. It's only a little bit, but it might just help it spin up a bit easier. Anyway, it's now time to start putting it back together. Then I'll get to this bit. I think that looks like a screw, sort of. I might give this a bit of a clean up and see if that's something that you can undo to maybe pack this with some grease, because I can't pull it apart. So maybe if that comes out, maybe I can get some brake cleaner and stuff, squirt it down in there, degreaser, whatever, See if I can't clean it up and maybe pack some more grease in there. Some fresh stuff. Anyway, it's a process. I'm tinkering and I'm enjoying it. The rest doesn't matter. It's either going to work or I have to replace it. And as it is right now, it wasn't working, so what do? You tinker. Alright, let's get back to it. Ta-da, mate. Oh, cheers. Have a good weekend. Hell yeah. So the next fun bit is going to be getting this back down in the housing and retracting those two brushes enough to set it over the motor. And what I've got was given to me years ago by a dentist. I used to do a lot of modelling and stuff like that. Still have a ton of models. I used to use that for very fine detail work. If you look up there, model aeroplane kits. Used to build a ton of that sort of stuff. Haven't done for years. It's not really an interest anymore. Not lately, at least, anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna see if I can get those brushes set back in, get this in without destroying anything. And we'll go from there. Well, that took all of about 10 seconds. I grabbed the two dentistry toothpick things, whatever you want to call them. Pulled each magnet apart. Used my forehead to just move the shaft slightly. Press down. Boom. She's back together. Ha! Cool. Alright, let's keep rocking. Alrighty. So that's all greased up. Trying not to make a mess of our modelling bench. You know, because airplane stuff. This is all cleaned up. I blasted a heap of degreaser and crap through there and blew it all out. Cleaned it. Packed a heap of grease in there as well. Time to put it back together. See how it operates. I'm not going to try and put it in the car today. It's getting late. And I don't have that kind of patience right now. Anyway, let's get this done at least. Better than nothing. Ha! Alright. I'm sitting on the door sill. I don't know how I'm going to film this, but it seems to be operating better. I might have to jerry rig you up on the seat again, because I need 3 hands, and I don't have 3 hands. Alright, let's do something here. Alright, I've got you set up. I have no idea if this is going to work or even be in frame, but let's try it. That was a lot faster than what it was. It's down. We might be onto something. I guess we'll just have to find out. Let's go. That's enough for today. Ta-ra, mate.